Welcome back to the Kreative podcast. College football was week 2. They just happened this past Saturday. What you up, sis? Fucking losers. All right. And then we going into Sunday football, man, where the pros play, where the big boys play. Starting off of week 1, and we going to make this thing nasty. Let's go ahead and get our predicted scores in, man. Let's go ahead and see, because that's what I saw.
You said college football. Shout out to the Wolverines, baby. Shout out to you guys, man. We 2-0.
Yeah, I traveled to Hawaii. Yeah, I traveled to Hawaii to beat up on them folks, man. Them folks don't play no football out there, man.
Hey, man. Hey, well, stop sipping pina coladas and coconuts and focus on football.
What you supposed to do, man? Man.
They got the same notice. We got all the same football, like college football is back. So they'll be ready probably in this game.
Oh, yeah, all right. Okay, you got them clear. They got beat up by Vanderbilt. And then here comes Michigan Wolverines coming in there from all the way across the other side of the world just to kill their damn morale. They ain't winning nothing else.
Hey, that's a 2-for-1 special. We got a blowout and we on vacation. Let's go. Oh man, hit the beach right. They hit the beach right after.
Yeah. All right then, man. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So, all right, everybody, all our supporters. We starting off with week 2 for the NFL. I know we already did a lot of these prediction videos, but this one right here, I mean, after what I saw with the Rams and the Bills, you don't know what you're going to get this year. So it's any given Sunday. So Saints, Falcons, Saints coming to Atlanta, starting off with this game. What do you think is going to be the key points, key things in this game for both teams?
Well, for Saints, it's for the Saints, it's going to be. Well, I'm interested. Let me tell you what I'm interested in seeing. I'm interested in seeing Jameis Winston because he's making his return, and then Michael Thomas he got activated. So I know a lot of there's been a lot of talking with him. He wasn't sure if he's going to come back game 1. I do like Chris Olave. Olave. I do like him.
Yeah.
So I actually think he's going to make a difference. I actually think Michael Thomas. I don't know. Because I think Michael Thomas is going to knock some rust off, but I do think Olave is going to get a lot of love this season because of probably Michael Thomas. So be on the lookout for him. But for the Saints, I think the key factor for this game, man, I would say defense, but it's just I'm looking at what the Falcons have, and man, they don't have a lot. It's what you got: Kyle Pitts, who's a starting quarterback. You got Marcus Mariota. And
then Drake London's supposed to start.
Drake London, yeah. So
Drake London's supposed to start.
So I would say the key thing for the Saints is, I would say the offense, but I'm really big on their defense because their defense is serious. And the Falcons, the key thing for the Falcons would be, I don't know if it's the actually key thing. I'm just looking to see what they put together. On the field, because I think with Matt Ryan leaving, because they had a leader, and he was definitely the de facto leader for the past decade. There's a lot of questions mark with the Falcons. So, but just for the video sakes, I will say I'm looking forward to their offense and seeing how they move without Matt Ryan and moving forward.
All right, and see, I pretty much agree with you on this. For the Saints, the key points for me is like the same thing, like you said. Jameis Winston. I didn't know Michael Thomas was activated, so that right there is a good piece. That right there would help out that young receiver, Chris Olave. Having that veteran on the opposite side to really give you some time to really get in motion. And then, you already know they got Alvin Kamara. So they're good. And I think the key thing for if they were to win this game, because I'm going with the Falcons to win, but if they were to win this game, is their defense smothering the Falcons. That's just the big thing that's going to happen. That'll be the key part. It's just the defense smothering the Falcons like they always do. They smother teams.
You going with the Falcons to win the game?
Yes, I'm home team, bro. What other reason why I wouldn't?
Wow, against the Saints in week 1.
But look at the line, 5.5. That right there is letting me know it can go either way. The ball can bounce. Because what have we saw at Jameis Winston yet? We haven't really seen anything yet. He's coming off that ankle injury, correct?
Yeah, he is. He's coming off
he aggravated in camp a couple of weeks back. So the question for me is, how comfortable is he standing on that ankle? How confident is he throwing off the ankle? Because he still got to need some power off that. And then how much will Alvin Kamara can continue? Because if Jameis Winston gets to the point where that ankle starts to aggravate again, you can see them start bringing in, type what's his name, Taysom Hill,
Mm-hmm.
as that option player. Now that right
Mm-hmm.
there would be another thing in the well, but we'll see. I think Alvin Kamara, I think their run game will get going as usual, and he'll have his Fields day. The key part for Atlanta, go ahead.
No, we'll go, but Marcus Mariota, he has to sort against that defense.
Well, that's what I was about to.
That's
That's what I was about to lead to.
yeah. And that's what I'm interested in. Like I'm saying, it's like I'm really interested to see how the Falcons are going to move. What what playbooks are going to call. I mean, what plays they're going to call. Because you know what, with Marcus Mariota, he opens it up a little bit because he's a running. And Matt Ryan is not. That's not his style. But I believe if called right, then the playbook can be a lot more open and diversified. So, but against the Saints defense, I just don't see it. But I'm taking the Saints. But yeah.
So, and that's my key takeaway on that one for the Falcons is what the key part will be is Marcus Mariota not making headline plays, but not making mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Limit mistakes. Don't let your don't end up on ESPN for making stupid mistakes. That's my thing is.
Yeah.
And then the other key part will be the Falcons. Can they hold up the defense? Can their defense hold up all 4 quarters? Because we know with the Falcons, they all last year if you watching, man, they just struggle all 4 quarters, man. It's not like they struggle in the late half or the first half, and then they get to rolling, or they might have a little mistake here and there. It's just all last year their defense continued to struggle all 4 quarters, and all that had to do with the players that they have. They just don't really have a solidified defense that makes you go, oh,
yeah.
You can't, like they know they won't throw it to one side of the field because of I forgot that our cornerback's name already. AJ Terrell. He won't get a lot of passes thrown his way because he's already solidified himself from what he did last year and the year kind of before that to where he's at now. So he's already kind of solidified himself. Like he's kind of like that no throws area. But my question is what is our front? Like we don't really have a definite front four. We don't really have a, like we got. I think it was Lorenzo Carter. We picked him up in the free agency, which is good, and he's a good linebacker. But he isn't the same linebacker that when he came out of Georgia to the league.
Mm-hmm.
He isn't that same linebacker. So, that's my thing. Is the key part for Falcons is defense needs to hold up all 4 quarters, and I mean hold up. I mean they need to, okay, they're going to get a touchdown or a field goal, but don't get embarrassed. Don't get worn out, and then the Falcons offense. Put together some good plays. Get Marcus Mariota moving with his feet. That's what they're going to have to do.
Yep.
Get his feet involved, and that's what they're going to have to do. But give me Falcons. I say this will be the under. I'm not taking that line. I give it an under. It'll be a 3-point game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Hey, man, that's our predictions, man. Like, but hey, that's wow. I think it's a little more Homer going on here, but hey, you hey,
you damn right.
But wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, who we got?
All right. You got San Francisco traveling to Chicago.
Yeah.
San Francisco traveling to Chicago. So, how do you see this game?
I think it's going to come down to the battle of the quarterbacks. Now Kittle's out for the 49ers, so that's going to make it's going to be a problem for Trey Lance. But everybody's interested in seeing how he plays since they basically gave the keys to him, even though they re-signed Jimmy Garoppolo a couple weeks ago. But still, I mean, it's still Trey Lance's team. But I'm more, at this point, even though Trey Lance and I'm having a brain fart that quick. Justin Fields. Justin Fields came in the same year, but Justin Fields has more experience at this point. And it seems like he's in the preseason. It seemed like he was a little more. He was a lot more commanding the offense and a lot more confident, a lot more comfortable. And again, I'm not saying hate. I just like the coach, Charles Nagy. I didn't think he was setting him up for success last year anyway. I think he was more fighting for his job as opposed to really developing him. But yeah, the game of offense, I'm taking the Bears.
Okay,
the Bears, because I don't know. I think for Trey Lance's first game, I know Debo's on the team too. So, and in the defense, the 49ers is no slouch either. But
Yeah.
I think Justin's going to shine, man. I got the Bears winning this one.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think in this game between the 49ers and the Bears, it'll be just really, like you said, technically the freshman quarterbacks. Because
Yeah,
they're still technically rookies. I mean, they
yeah,
really haven't played, you know, meaningful of downs in the NFL. They really haven't put in some season times like the Aaron Rodgers, your Tom Brady's, your Matt Ryan's, some of your other ones, Josh Allen's, those fellas. They haven't really did enough. But I think in this game, it'll really come between these two quarterbacks and who makes the least amount of mistakes
yeah,
and who actually can push their teams into that direction. For me, I'm also going to go with the Bears because I think with Kittle missing, and I think with Trey Lance's first game starting off, yes, they have Debo Samuels, but I think playing against the Bears with that good defense, they're gonna they're gonna find a way to get Debo Samuels out of the game. They're gonna find a way to make him non-existent,
yeah,
and pressure and put that pressure on Trey Lance to make smart decisions on who to throw it to, where to throw it to, because they're gonna keep Shanahan's not gonna open up the playbook all the way for Trey Lance. We know that. He's not gonna open it up all the way, so he's gonna
hmm
keep it real vanilla. But if they find a way to isolate Debo Samuels, take out their number one player, and then you don't have Kittles on the field as your number two backup, as your number two player to take up, the slack. Yeah, they got a decent run game, but where are we going to go with it? You know what I mean? Can Trey Lance start making those decisions at an NFL talent
yeah,
standpoint?
yep,
You know what I mean? So, and I think with Justin Fields playing more games, pretty much getting thrown around last year, pretty much getting thrown to the fire, and then you add on top of that defense, and you put you just give Justin Fields that time. I think Justin Fields will pull it away, and I mean I like this. We both go with the Bears, but I think the score you give me that I can run that score with 6.5. I can see it being a 6.5.
easy
But
game.
Bears.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
All right. Cincinnati and the Bengals. Oh, this
Mm.
is. Hey, you know what? I'm thinking this game's gonna be bigger than what we think. I think
Yeah,
this is gonna be a big game.
yeah. Well, first off, they're going to be wearing the Steelers are going to be wearing rest in peace to Dwayne Haskins. They're going to be wearing his number decal on their helmet. So I don't know if it's for the year or for the first game, but rest in peace and to Dwayne Haskins and
Hmm.
prayers to his family. Still,
Yeah.
dealing with a death just because it's been about a month or 2 months.
Yeah.
However long it's been, it's still still reeling on the family. So rest in
Hmm.
peace to Dwayne Haskins. But yeah, this game is a little bit more bigger than it should be. The Steelers and the Bengals. This is a rivalry game, right? AFC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
this is a rivalry
Yeah.
game. AFC North. So um, I'm taking the Bengals. I just think the offense is going to be a little too much for the Steelers. Um, but it's going to be a tight one. And I see the line, but it's going to be a tight one. But I mean, like I said, all the offensive line came back for Joe Burrow. You got Jamar Chase, you got Tyler Boyd, which Tyler Boyd is considered three. You got Higgins, Joe Mixon with the
Hmm.
running game. I mean, they can really spread it out.
Yeah.
Um, between Fitzpatrick on with the Steelers defense and about TJ Watt, um, I just think it's a little bit more than the Steelers can handle. Now I like Mitch what's his name? The quarterback. The came from the Bears, man. I don't want to get them all mixed up. I like oh yeah, Mitch Trubisky. I like Mitch Trubisky. I think he's going to be
Mm.
a solid starting quarterback for him, and I think he's going to actually get them back on track. And then Pickens is the future, or Pickett. Pickett is
Hmm.
the future of
Yeah. Kenny
that
Pickett.
team. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, this game, man, I'm giving this to the Bengals, man. I think the offense is going to be a little too much for
So I'm going with the Steelers.
them.
And the reason why I'm going with the Steelers is I think we're with Mitch Trubisky playing. He has a little bit more experience. I think they're going to try to change it around with that wide receiver play because they also got Chase Claypool. They got George Pickens, which he is going to start. They're going to start him, I just feel as if the Steelers have a better front four or front seven when
Hmm
it comes to the defense. And I think TJ Watt is going to. I think TJ Watt is going to be the big, X factor in this game. I think he's going to have a very good game if he can stay healthy. Because those Watts, for
hmm
some reason, they cannot stay healthy. It's just and I don't know if that's just wear and tear from them playing football so much, but give me the Steelers. Give me
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I think this will be give me an under. No, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to tell because I could I think both teams could hang up some points.
Yeah.
I think Cincinnati can hang up more.
Yeah.
But I feel as if these teams could both hang up some points. I just feel as if the Steelers' defense is going to be the biggest problem for the Bengals. And it's not. I'm not talking about their air traffic. I'm just saying that front seven is really going to be a dominant. I think they're going to take away that run game that they got because Bengals got a good running back. What's his name? Mixon.
Yeah, Joe
So
Mixon.
they got Joe Mixon.
Mhm.
You got Joe Burrow, which he's not going to get mobile after that that knee injury that he had.
Yeah.
I just really feel as if the Steelers take away that run game and force them to start passing the ball around. It
Mhm.
makes the Bengals very one dimensional. Takes them out of their run that RPO system that they like to run, and it makes them one dimensional. And if Bengals get one dimensional, and you see what happened when they played the Rams, once they got one dimensional, it was a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be the thing. The Steelers, only person now, and another thing with the Steelers, what's his name is out too, and then he's a monster. Deontay Johnson. Well, he's not out, but he's questionable. And I know as far as Friday in practice, he was still dealing with that shoulder problem, and he had limited practice on Friday. So there's a really good chance he's not playing. So good thing about the Steelers, which they don't get enough credit for, they are like the standard for developing wide freaking receivers. I mean, good God. But yeah. So with him not playing, I know they still got Chase Claypool and which
George Pickens.
yeah. So yeah Pickens. So I think he's gonna have he's gonna do a little bit, but oh yeah, and Najee Harris, the running game, Najee Harris. I'm looking forward to see what he does. But the Bengals defense is, but remember that Super Bowl was close for a reason. Like it just broke out the last fourth quarter or whatever because that Donald play, the Aaron Donald play. But that is because the Bengals defense is severely underrated. So people don't think about that. So that's why I'm taking the Bengals mainly because you know what, like I said, the offense, but I think because the defense is going to make some key stops.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. I like that. So Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, we don't. I mean, it's Eagles all day. That what they've done for Jalen Hurts, I love it because I think he's gonna have another. Well, technically, some people say he had a breakout year, but this is gonna be his breakout year. They're gonna. This is the team that's gonna take the NFC East, and I think they're actually gonna have a winning record. You know how with the NFC East, where it's like 8-8, 7-8 get you into playoffs and shit. This is, I think, the Eagles are actually going to have a winning record, man. They built the team around them. They actually like, okay, they put all the chips in, AJ Brown, who else? I mean, even you know what? Their offensive line is going to be underrated now. Kelsey came back because he was supposed to retire. Jason Kelsey, and they got Nagata, if I pronounce it. No, Matilda. I don't want to mispronounce this boy's name, but you got Peters. So, I mean, it's we don't have to talk too long about it, but I'm taking the Eagles. Now we probably could this for prediction purpose. The keys. I'm interested in looking at how Jalen Hurts does in this kind of new style offense. Are they still going to use him how they used him last year? Or are they going to kind of make him still a pocket passer? It's going to be probably a little bit of both because he has the gift of his legs. The Lions, oh man, they haven't really got no talk, no showcase, no nothing. But they're an NFL team, so they do need to be respected. And I'm interested to see how Jared Goff, because he did play in the Super Bowl at one point. So I don't know if that means anything, but I for them, I would say, I know. Lord, I know. I know. But look at the line. I mean, you see the line again.
Give me the over, man. Give me the over.
Yeah. So,
Give
but
me the
anyway,
over.
I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah,
Man.
you can look. Okay, you know what? Since it's prediction, the key parts on this one is I'm going to start with the Lions, Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do nothing stupid. And
Yeah.
then the Eagles, I'm not the Eagles, the Lions, get Aiden Hutchinson involved in this early as possible.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions establish a run game. Jared Goff don't do nothing stupid, and Aiden Hutchinson get him involved as early as possible. I don't care. Put him in the jack linebacker position, or make him go with the three technique, whatever. You can stand him up. Just get him involved in this as fast as possible. Because if not, Eagles are going to roar in, and them birds going to be flying high. And then the key thing for the Eagles, Jalen Hurts, make your big plays.
Yeah.
Make your big plays. You got to make those big plays. I think that's the biggest thing that hurt him was, they did good. They won some games. And one thing I want to say that Jalen Hurts really didn't start all last year. You know what I mean? He wasn't a starter at the beginning of the season, and then he got hurt, and he still made impacts throughout the season after being injured. Didn't get the start, so he's definitely gonna be the starter this year. But for Jalen Hurts, the key thing for the Eagles is, make the big plays and execute those big plays. That's all you got to do. Make the big plays and execute them, and that's it. But give me the Eagles, give me the over. I can see this being a 2-touchdown game. I can just see this getting away real soon.
Real soon.
Let's scroll on that. Oh man, the 2 best games.
Yeah.
So let's start off. Patriots in Miami.
Yeah.
So I know I've made my pick for the Dolphins. I'm sticking with the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the Dolphins. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah. So many different factors in this game.
Well, let me do this. Let's just do for this, make it even easier. What's your 2 key factors that's important for the Patriots?
Well, they got there early. They've been there. So I don't know if you've seen it. I follow my Patriots, but
yeah,
they have been there 5 days before even the game started, which that teams don't normally do that. And that kind of shows you that Belichick is taking the humidity very serious for a team that usually plays in cold, because it does affect the Dolphins. I mean, it does affect the Patriots. So, and again, when they play the Dolphins in Miami, they do. It's never, even when Tom Brady was there, it's never a blowout. It's always either close games, and so that's a factor for me. So he has the team down there ready. They've been down there for 5 days practicing. That's one. Another factor is the defense. I'm telling you, the Patriots have now. We lost J.C. Jackson, and he was Mr. Interception, and that's actually what he goes by. But hey, man, don't forget about Matt Judon. Matt Judon's nice. And with the Dolphins, hey man, they're my sleeper team. So, and then with the Bills winning on Thursday, this division is gonna be tough as shit. Like it's gonna be tough for us. So, but the Dolphins, man, I just want to see Tua how he does. I do think he's accurate, and I do think he's gonna have a hell of a year. I do. Waddle and him and Tyreek, and then you got Krasicki, and the offensive line is solid. But yeah, for the Patriots, it's going to come down to offense. Mac Jones is named the captain this year, first year captain, so he's getting more command of the football team, not just the offense. This is the football team, period. And I think Belichick, he has man. Look, man, he's 43 years. This is his 43rd season. Mike McDaniels. This is his first time coaching out, man. So let me take that back. It comes down to coaching and who's going to put the players in position. And I think Belichick is going to. That's why I think I give Belichick the edge in this one. I think he's going to shut. I'm not going to say shut down, but what he usually does is he takes away your best asset. So I think Tyreek is going to be a little limited. And I think it's going to come down to Waddle, maybe Kuseki, and Tua, because Tua can run too. So, but again, Tua's injury prone, so I don't know if it's wise for him to
Yeah,
run.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you. I'm still taking the Dolphins, but like my two key things for it is for the Patriots is like you said, is their defense. Defense just still be defense what they are. Uh, they need to take away that air traffic. That's what they're gonna have to take away.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're gonna have to take away that air traffic because I think Dolphins gonna come out fast, very fast. And then
Mm-hmm.
the other part is I feel that another good thing is key part is Mac Jones. Can he be that leader for this team? Because he has it in him, but can he be the leader? And then for the Dolphins, it's going to be my key thing is, and it's really just one is Tua. It's nothing else, man. Is Tua is going to have to. He's going to have to do better from what he did last year, and he's going to have to really own this game. Tua's going to have to take this game under his wing and own it, and that's really the only key takeaway, really for the Dolphins to win. It's going to be Tua because Miami has a good defense as well. Miami's defense was good last year, but the real question is going to be can Tua own this game? I like the spread for this. I will take the over, but I say it by a, 7 points rather than 3.5.
Yeah.
I say 7 points, maybe 10. Uh, that's if Tua takes over this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 All right.
I don't think I'm taking the Patriots. So that's
Yeah.
so I got.
Oh, sounds like a lot of homer there.
Hey man, look, it's not by a lot, not by a lot, but definitely Homer, but not by a lot.
All right. Ravens and Jets. The moment of the truth.
Yeah.
The moment of the truth. Like, let me ask you this. So since Lamar Jackson contract fell through, and then I'm hearing that his contract, his guarantee was bigger than I think it was Deshaun Watson or it
Oh, it
was
was. Oh, because
it
I
was
saw it was
I
two.
forgot what I forgot what quarterback it was about, but it was compared. I forgot who they said it was larger than it was either larger than Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson, but he turned that one down. So let me ask you this: do you think since Lamar Jackson turned that contract down, do you think that's going to affect his play on the field?
Yeah. I mean, I really do. I think, that's why you hire an agent. I don't care what anybody says. You're gonna business is business, but emotions are we're humans. Emotions gonna get in the middle
Mm-hmm.
of it. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't unless he's a robot. And hey, you know what? Let me not say that because some people can separate that. But
Mm-hmm.
I think even the best of the people that have the strongest minds that they're gonna be a little affected by it, especially when what's that old saying? When shit rolls downhill, then that's gonna come.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna play a part of it.
Yeah.
And people are gonna be like, well, is he focused? He didn't sign the contract, and it's so
Mm-hmm.
much outside noise now. It's hard to distract to close all that out. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely do. It is going to affect this game. That's why I think I wasn't really for him. I respect the whole, look, let me do it myself. But I just think it
Mm-hmm.
would be more wise for him to get an agent, especially him coming off the year that he had last year, and to kind of
Mm-hmm.
reprove. You know what? If he was established, and if he did great last year and he was fine, that'd be one thing. But this year, he's looking to, to prove back that he was that MVP that he was 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
And now he has. I mean, it's an up climb battle that he has. So,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I do. And my pick for this game was the Jets. Was Zach Wilson? Zach Wilson's out for 4 weeks. They got Joe Flacco in there going against his old team. So just for the sake of pick, I'm sticking with the Jets. I'm gonna stick with the Jets. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the Jets, man. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sticking with the Jets.
All right. So,
I'm
all right,
riding with the
everybody, y'all
Jets.
heard that. All all our supporters, y'all heard what Bobby just said. He's sticking with his pick.
I'm
Give
sticking
me
with.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with my Baltimore pick. Give me them Ravens traveling to New York, beat New York. You know what uh I'd say the key takeaways is Lamar Jackson. I think it's time for him to be Showtime. Key,
Yeah.
key, key. It's Showtime. And I, you know what? I can see Lamar Jackson coming out here raising his stock even more. I think this is going to be a year that he raises his stock. This is going to be a year where teams that definitely would know they need some more. They need a quarterback that can really get them over that hump. They need to sign a quarterback for a 5-6 year to a 5-year contract. Lamar Jackson is going to show that, hey, I'm that guy, and he's going to rise in stock. So, Baltimore key takeaways for them is Lamar Jackson being Showtime, and then that's really just it, man. I don't really have nothing major. I think, and the key takeaway for the Jets is Joe Flacco. Like, what are we going to get?
You're gonna get out of him. What you gonna get out of him?
You know, because I mean, what are we gonna get out of him? I mean, because if what's the name didn't get hurt, got the young man name, but if he Zach hurt, I mean not Zach. What's his name? Zach Wilson. If he didn't get hurt, Joe Flacco will still be sitting on that bench. So, what are we gonna get? But yeah, give me Baltimore. I'm still taking Baltimore. I like the line. Give me the line. Sprinkle some money on that bad boy. Call it a day. Jags at Washington. Jags about to get Jags about to get hurt.
Ooh. Yeah. I'll tell you this. I'm not a fan. I'm not a much of a believer in what's his name? Walking to him Wentz. That's what they call him. Walking to him. Carson Wentz, but before. And Chase Young is out too. So he's still battling that knee injury, which he re-aggravated it at Von Miller's camp. So they were pretty PO'd with his team was pretty PO'd with him about that. I think it's going to be a closer game than we all think. And then look at the line. The line is 3.0. I think it's going to be a closer game. I'm taking the Commanders, but
it'll be an ugly game.
Yeah, it's just not pretty. I mean, like the key takeaways obviously is, how about I call this boy Trevor Siemian? Oh Lord, Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Siemian, he's a quarterback for the Broncos. Well, he was a quarterback for the Broncos in the past. But yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, with him, the addition with Christian Kirk, which I think they overpaid him for. He used to play with the Cardinals, but they need a wide receiver. I mean, they did the same. They did. You know what it is with them? They kind of did the exact same thing the Eagles did. They put Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars in the position to win. They did have a lot of offseason additions where it definitely helped the team. I'm still taking the Commanders. They're in Washington. I think it's gonna. I think Carson Wentz has a little bit more to prove, and so does Trevor Lawrence. But I just don't see him pulling them out. I'm taking the Commanders.
Yeah, give me the Commanders as well. I agree with the line. I think Jags might do a little bit better this year, but I just don't see them going to Washington, beating Washington right off the bat. And like I said, I think it's going to be an ugly game. It's going to be a very ugly, slow game. So you might start yawning.
I'm all right.
It's going to be an ugly, slow one. So yeah, I'll stick with that one. Browns at Panthers.
Look at the line. This is even, and that's interesting. That's an even line for the Browns, and you know why?
They don't.
You know why?
Well, because you got Jacoby Brissett. You got Jacoby Brissett, and you got what's his name? That came from the Browns. I forgot his name.
Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield.
But you know what? They're disrespecting everybody else. It's like they got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt and Njoku for the tight end at the tight end spot, and I mean special teams like and then Myles Garrett, like Joe Hayden. It's like Joe Hayden. He's a cornerback for the Browns, right? Yeah. No, he is. I mean, I don't know the Panthers, and it's Baker Mayfield, and I like Baker Mayfield, I do. But no, I'm taking the Browns, man. I mean, they disrespecting the crap out of Jacoby Brissett. Like he's, I like him more than I like Baker. I know that. And I think he has more to play with and more in his more tools in his. But I think with the Baker Mayfield, even though he won the starting position, but he just got there like 4 weeks ago. Or a month, 2 months ago. So he's still, even though it's impressive that he won the starting job. Which, let me say this: it's not that impressive. but I knew he was going to take it because it's Sam Darnold. So it's not like he had a now. The quarterback I was really looking for, and I was really looking forward to, is PJ Walker. He's been on the team for almost 2-3 years now, and man, he's a stud, man. I just don't think he's getting his shot, his due.
Is he an NFL quarterback?
I believe he is. I believe he's an NFL quarterback, man. I believe he's an NFL. I think he's one of those. He's gonna be he's one of those journeymen. At this point, he's gonna be just like Jacoby Brissett, Marcus Mariota, and of those type of quarterbacks, they're gonna be journeymen because of the situation that they're put in. Like you're gonna go with the big names. Sam Darnold was a big name, big arm talent, all that, number one pick. But I mean, he was a bust to me with the Jets. I mean, you're gonna go with Baker Mayfield, another number one pick. You know, so it's football sometimes is about timing, for you. You can be, and timing and and does the team fit you? But I'm taking the Browns.
All right, give me the Browns, man. I don't know. I just feel the Browns got I don't know, man, because Panthers does have a good defense. But give me the Browns. I just think the key takeaway here is just that the Browns have better pieces, especially at skill positions. I think the Panthers are good, but their best weapon is Christian McCaffrey. And, and I mean, we saw he was injured last year, and you saw how that team turned out to be. So,
which is, I don't know if I believe in him. Like, I mean, he's a great football player, Christian McCaffrey, but he's injury prone like a mug.
Yeah, but I mean, I think when he came out of college, I believe he should have went to a slot receiver because I feel that he's all that muscle that he packed on. It's too much for him to carry.
Yeah,
because he's already when he was playing at Stanford, he wasn't a big guy. He was just nasty, and they also when they had him, they used him as a slot receiver at times. So. But after that first year he was in the NFL, and the next 2 years later, that joker come out looking like the Hulk. It was like damn, and then as soon as after that, he just started getting injured, and which is a lot. It's a lot that you're putting on for him to carry. But I still think he's still a great player, like you said, man. I feel as if he's that X factor. He can read the gaps well. He can get out in the backfield. He got great hands. He's the key factor in this game. There's 2 key factors in here. This game is Christian McCaffrey, being that X factor, and then Baker Mayfield not doing stupid stuff.
Yeah,
you won the job, but don't come out here playing like you did at Cleveland. Like you have your your great moments, and all of a sudden it's like 3-4 games in a row you're having overthrows and underthrows and can't drop it in the bucket. They're gonna need Baker Mayfield to want to take his emotions out of this game, because if he goes in this game with some high emotions, he's gonna get embarrassed.
Yep,
he's gonna get embarrassed.
Oh yeah.
All right, Colts, Texans.
Hey, that's the key factor. That's the key factor too, though. That's a good key factor with Baker Mayfield.
Emotions.
Yeah, emotions.
Take the emotions up.
You're right.
Colts and Texans. Look, I don't. I can't tell you. I don't know what to say about this game. I'm going with the Colts because I'm a Matty Ice fan, but I don't really know how the game is going to turn out to be. It's kind of hard to understand because I feel as if the Colts offense is good, and I feel as in the Texans, I don't know. This game might get a blowout.
I'm just about to say. I'm listening. I'm listening to kind of see where you're going with. I'm like, I see blowout. I see blowout. I see blowout. Hey, they re-signed the Nelson to like a record of the $60 million contract. Offensive line.
Good offensive lineman. He's the highest paid offensive lineman, man.
Yeah,
the highest paid.
So this is what Matt Ryan's been wanting. And I mean, it's a great setup for him. And you got JT in the back. I mean, the backfield, running back, man. I mean, I don't even know if Matt Ryan has to do too much when you got Jonathan Taylor. If he's going to have another year like he did last year, man, this year I would save my arm. Run that ball against the Texans, man.
You know what? And if we all know, like Matt Ryan might get scrutinized, but you allow him to sit in that pocket, he's going to tear your defense apart.
Yeah, he will. He'll pick you apart.
He'll pick you apart. So yeah, give me the Colts. Give me the over. I can see this getting down. I can see this going down here real quick.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I know Jeff praises, the Houston Texans quarterback, but look, whatever, man. That was last year. Now they got film on this guy. They about to embarrass him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I
we
would
can move
say
on.
yeah.
We can
For
move
sure.
on.
Yeah.
We can definitely move on
yeah.
this game right quick. So New York Giants
Yeah.
and the Tennessee Titans. Look, I'm going with the Titans. I don't really care who wins this one, but I'm going with the Titans. Give me the Titans. Just because I feel like their home field advantage is going to really help them out. You got Daniel Jones, man. I, I almost say this is a win, or I don't think this is even a season where he has to prove himself. You've had enough time to prove yourself.
Yeah.
At this point, buddy, they just need you to hold on until the end of the draft. To the end of the season, because the draft class is going to be nasty. You got a bunch of quarterbacks coming out of college this year, a ton of them, talented. Sam Hartman, Bryce Young. I think it's going to be Caleb Williams, Spencer Rattler. Well, who's a little sketchy. Got the quarterback from Arkansas. You got Kenny Slovis, JT Daniels. You got a lot of quarterbacks that's putting themselves out there on the map this year. That's going to be coming out of college football this year. That's going to be really doing something. CJ Stroud is another one. So for New York Giants with Daniel Jones, I think just don't do nothing stupid. They're gonna run the ball with Saquon Barkley. He's not gonna be the same Saquon Barkley. Unfortunately, I think he's gonna have the same downward projection like Ezekiel Elliott is going. And then it's just gonna be eventually he'll be a backup quarterback and backup running back. But yeah, Titans, give me that. You got Derrick Henry the King coming back. He's about to start stiff arming people and throwing people around like little rag dolls and shit. And it's just
every year the Titans defense is always underrated. So I'm looking at the Giants have. I mean, you kind of laid it out, so I'm not gonna go deep into it. But I'm taking the Titans, but with just the Giants alone, I mean, they got questions with Saquon Barkley. They got questions with Galladay. They got questions with Shepard. He's coming back. I mean, you got a lot of people that coming back off injuries. So look, I'm taking the Titans. Derrick Henry, King Henry is back, and it's going to be a lot of Heisman stiff arms and people's faces in the grass. So so Titans.
All right, give the Titans. All right, these next two games are going to be epic. I'm ready to watch them. Oh man, don't kill me. These next two games right here are going to be epic. Packers at Vikings. I like Minnesota. I like the line because this right here is going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
But I think with what's that quarterback's name? What's the quarterback for the Minnesota?
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins with Justin Jefferson and everybody else, and that Vikings, they got a good defense as well. I think they'll pull this one out. I think this will be a tight game. I think it'll be a close one. I can go, 3 points. I mean, we can see how it happens, but it's going to be a good one, man. This is going to be Aaron Rodgers going to show something.
Yeah, Packers got a decent. Let me say decent. Had a couple of players like last year that really did well. So I know my pick. I remember picking the Packers, but I'm changing my pick to the Vikings. I'm changing my pick. Because what I've seen in the preseason and what I've seen, I just need to see a little bit more. I think Devontae was a big blanket for Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is great though. So, so I'm not saying that he's the reason why they both made each other great, but they got rookie receivers, and Aaron Rodgers is at a point in his career where I don't know if he's looking to groom rookie receivers. He needs somebody that I wish they would have got like a veteran. Just a veteran. They got Cobb. They got Cobb. There you go. They still got Randall Cobb, but it's Randall Cobb. So
and Randall Cobb isn't a number one receiver. He's your second.
He's your second or third. So. But yeah, I'm taking the Vikings just for everything you stated out, man. Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, the defense is just like underrated, but it's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be close. A rivalry game. It's gonna be a good game. But I'm taking the Vikings.
Yeah, yeah. Give me Vikings. Like I said, I think Green Bay defense will hold them in. I just don't know
Mhm.
how long.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Cardinals.
Man, look, the next 3 games, all these 3 games,
Oh man, this is about
gonna
to
be
be epic. I might be in a coma after I get done watching these games.
man for real, for real. Oh
Chiefs, Cardinals.
man, ooh, boy, man, they're playing in Arizona. Um, damn, man, it's a little bit like the same thing. I mean, do I take the Cardinals defense, or do I take the Chiefs offense? Because I don't believe in the Chiefs defense. I don't, and I halfway don't believe in their offense now. I think I more believe in Andy Reid, but I do think people are catching up to how they play the game. You know,
Yeah,
but I don't think the Cardinals are the one to do it. I'm not a fan
yeah.
of Cliff
Cliff
Kingsbury.
King. Yeah.
Cliff Kingsbury. That's a tongue twister. Cliff Kingsbury.
Uh-huh.
And how they said and Kyler Murray. I'm glad DeAndre Hopkins is coming back. He's not getting a lot of talk because I know he was injured last year, but he's gonna have another monster year. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs, but it's I think it's gonna be a little bit more of a shootout. It's gonna be a little bit more of a shootout. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a shootout because I mean Kyler Murray. I mean he when he wants the ball, when he wants to play, he usually plays good in the beginning of the year. He usually
Yeah.
does. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Cardinals do win. But
Hmm.
I'm going to take the Chiefs in this
Yeah. All right. I agree with you. Give me the Chiefs. I agree with you on that one. Yeah, you laid out some good points. Next one, Raiders, Chargers. Oh man, this is just epic. Oh,
one.
this is just great. That's what I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about, man. The last 2 games of the day, Raiders versus the Chargers. Um, you know what? Give me the Chargers. I believe I took the Chargers in our prediction for their season. Give me the Chargers. I think the Chargers have a little bit more chemistry than the Raiders do. I know the Raiders picked up not Devontae, Avante Adams. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, you got it. Devontae Adams.
Yeah. Okay, Devontae Adams. Yeah, I don't know his name trick, but I know they picked him up. But I still feel as if the Chargers. I'm not too sold on the Chargers defense.
How could you
I'm not.
not be? How could you not be so on their defense?
I just. I don't know, man.
Why?
Because I didn't get to really watch him a lot
Oh,
last
okay.
year.
Okay. All right.
So, because unfortunately, with the Chargers, with that time zone, a lot of that stuff, like I'm out here in the South,
Yeah.
so a lot of the games that they get played out there, that's on that West Coast. I don't really get to see it a lot, but I just I'm gonna watch this game, really see. So, I think the Chargers. I did some games I did get to see. It was really a Justin Herbert show.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think Justin Herbert is really gonna. I think this is that one time for him to take another step forward. I don't think the Chargers are going to be a Super Bowl team. I don't think they're gonna go to the Super Bowl or nothing, but I really do feel as if they're gonna put their name out there even more and really shake up some shit.
Yeah, I put a little more respect on Devontae Adams' name. I kind of disrespect him a little bit in the prediction video.
A
Not a
little
little
bit,
bit.
bro. You was
Yeah,
on a whole nother level.
yeah, yeah. So I put a little more respect on his name, but I'm taking the Chargers because Justin Herbert is a monster.
Yeah.
You got Eckler, you got Keenan Allen, you got
Hmm.
which at this point Keenan Allen's more like a number 2. You know,
Yeah.
but the offensive line is respectable. Defense, they got my boy J.C. Jackson, missed an interception.
Hmm.
You got Joey Bosa over there. You got Khalil Mack.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
Well, Khalil Mack is at the Raiders.
where?
Raiders, right? Khalil Mack
No,
went to the Raiders.
no, he was the Chargers. Khalil Mack is with
Damn,
the
who the
Chargers.
damn?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Oh
Khalil.
man. All right. Well, hold on.
Hold on, let me
That
make sure. But
changes.
yeah,
That
no, he's
changes everything. I thought. Oh
no.
man, I thought. Damn. Okay. Well, that changes everything for me. That
Yeah,
changes everything for
when you
me.
say they don't respect the defense, I'm like, ooh, man. Yeah, he's with the Chargers, man. No, I think they're actually. I think they're. I don't know about Super Bowl, but they're definitely a playoff team.
Oh man, I did not.
Yeah,
Hold on. I did not know that. Hold. On. Damn.
yeah, he with the
Nah, Chargers
Chargers.
don't have. Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, that changes everything. All right. Yeah. So I'm definitely going with the Chargers. But let me. I'm definitely sticking with the Chargers. I did not know that. My bad. Hey, everybody. My bad. Chargers fans, please do not come after my neck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Give me Chargers. No, they're not a Super Bowl, but they are definitely
a playoff.
They're playoff. I don't want to say that. I want to go wild card. I just need to see some more.
Yeah.
But give me wild card. But the Raiders, I want to say this: Derek Carr, and I'm gonna continue to fan for him. If he continues to play what he plays, the way he's playing, he's definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer. But I think with the wide receivers that he has, with with Adams, Humphrey, I just think they need a little bit more. I'm looking at their depth chart. I think Darren Waller is good, but their best two wide receivers are Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow. Josh Jacobs is going to do okay. I think it's going to be a lot of rotation between him and Zamir White, because Zamir White is the number 2 already, and he's a freshman and he's a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it'll be a good one. But we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. But yeah, give me the Chargers.
Okay.
Last game of the day.
Buccaneers and Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. Can the Cowboys steal one away? They could steal one. I mean, hey, they're playing in Jerry World. I mean, look at the line, 2.5.
I bet Jerry Jones pissed. I know he's pissed at looking at that line. I know he's pissed.
And all those, everybody. It's so much talk around Tom Brady and is he still committed? And him and Giselle are going. They're separated now. Apparently, they're living in different houses, and he looks like crap when he did his press conference. And you know what's interesting about. And I'm not going to dive too deep into all this, but we said we want transparency from these NFL players, and we finally got it from Tom Brady. He came to Buccaneers and he just switched up. You're going to get the good and the bad. So, I mean, doesn't necessarily mean he's going to tank the season. But anyway, I'm not going to go crazy on that. But, I'm taking the Buccaneers.
No way. Bobby, come on.
No way.
Bobby, I mean, come on.
How? What do you mean? No way.
Bobby,
Uncle, tell me why. Because who's
okay.
Because who's their only thing I'm concerned about offensive line. That's it. Other than that, who is Dak throwing to?
Okay. I'm not a Cowboy fan. By far I'm not. And, Land, they're still a cowgirl to me, Land. So if you see this video, they're still a cowgirl. But I feel as if Cowboys defense is going to be the biggest factor in this situation. I feel as if the Cowboys defense is something that's really going to be a big thing this year. Like, they got a lot of weapons on defense, man. And I think they're going to, they're going to give me 2 sacks on Tom Brady in this game. They're going to get 2 sacks on him. It's going to be, I'm fine with that line. Yes, CeeDee Lamb, we don't know what he can do yet, but he has shown some flashes. I give you that. 100%. We don't know what he can do, but he has shown some flashes.
Are you forgetting who's on it? Are you forgetting who's on the defense of the Buccaneers? David, Antoine Winfield Jr.
Okay,
CeeDee Lamb is one guy, and then who else? Elliott.
They don't have nobody else. I give you that.
Ezekiel Elliott unless he's going back to the Buckeye days. I don't know. It's their defense. When you match up the defense with the Cowboys, it's gonna be like the line is perfect. I think the line is disrespectful. 2.5. Yeah, it should be 7.
This is gonna be
7.0. But
it's gonna be a defensive game. It's gonna be a defensive
I believe
game.
that. Now I do believe that. I do believe it's gonna. Well, no.
So if you, it's okay. Come on, man.
I don't believe it's gonna be
defensive. Okay, all right.
You got Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons.
Lawrence.
Another guy he's getting more Diggs. Towards the end. He's getting more to the end.
Okay, Diggs.
No. We're not talking about Diggs. We're not talking about Diggs. Diggs, no, man. Against Tom Brady? No. I'm going to shred him. Against another quarterback, maybe. But Diggs, no. The way he plays too risky. Either he's going to get the interception or you're going to get a touchdown. And if you're going to get someone like Tom Brady, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get the touchdown. But, man, key points for the game. Godwin is out. He's still coming back. I do think it's going to be more on the Buccaneers defense. That's probably going to win the game. Yeah. Cowboys, key points for them would be I'm more interested to see how the offense is, especially with I think they made a big mistake letting Amari Cooper go. I don't think CD's ready to take the number one. But hey, and Michael Parsons, man, I love his game. So I want to see him play, but I think it's going to come down to the offense and the Buccaneers defense because you got to be able to score to win, and the Buccaneers going to have to defend to see how their defense is playing. So Tom Brady's not even a factor. I just think it's going to put them points up, man, and I think we're going to have a great Sunday night, man. We're going to go to bed Monday, work it Monday morning, and with a smile on our face, man. Go Bucks.
All right. Well, giving them Cowboys, man. Giving them Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, that was a good one, man. So I hope the games turn out very epic, man. I am excited. Football is definitely back, man. I'm happy, man. Like I said. But, for all our followers, all our supporters, really. All you supporters out there that's been, keeping tabs on us and, giving us some likes, some watch times. Keep it up. It's right here, Sunday Football, Week 1. Your boy Adrian, Bobby, and as always, peace.
Peace out.